We'll start in a comfortable seat. I always like to sit on a prop. Feels more comfortable in the lower body, but any position where your spine is straight. Allowing the eyes to gently close. Hands can come to a comfortable place on the lap. Or if you would like to take a mudra, the middle finger and thumb can gently touch. Shoulders fall away from the ears. And we'll begin to become aware of the breath, allowing the breath to be an anchor to bring us into this present moment. We'll begin the nadi breath, or the alternate nostril breath, bringing the peace fingers to that third eye center, that space between the brows. We'll seal the left nostril with the ring finger and pinky. Inhale through the right nostril. Seal right with the thumb. Exhale left. Inhale through the left nostril. Seal left with that ring finger and pinky. Exhale right. Inhale through the right nostril. Seal right. Exhale left. Inhale left. And exhale right. Continuing this at your own pace. And we'll gently allow the hand to soften back to the lap. Feeling what this breathing exercise changed in your body, or perhaps nothing changed, but just becoming aware. And we'll come into child's pose. Letting the hips sink towards the heels, fingertips crawls to the front of the mats, forehead meets the mats or a block if the earth feels far away. You can keep the knees more close together, kind of opening through the upper back and the shoulders, or allow the knees to come to either side. Your mats opening up more through the hips. Deep cleansing inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. And we'll walk the hands over to the right side of the mats. Perhaps the left hand comes on top of the right, opening up through the left side body. Deep inhale through the nose. And we'll gently come back to center and walk the hands to the other side, right hand over left, feeling the space on the right side body, feeling the lung expand with every inhale. Nice. Gently walking the hands back to the center line. And we'll push up to our tabletop position, beginning our cat-cows. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale to round through the spine, pushing into the shoulders. Heart reaches towards the chin. Inhale to come back to our cow pose. Exhale to round into cats. Again, taking any movements that feel good in our body, really moving the energy, feeling where maybe energy is collected or stored, and trying to more disperse that throughout the body. And we'll gently lower onto the belly, either dropping to the knees or coming from plank position. We'll prepare for 3 rounds of baby cobra. Hands come to the base of the ribs, shoulder blades draw together. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale to release back to the mat. Repeating that twice more with our own breath. Inhale, heart lift. Exhale to release. We'll walk our hands back under our shoulders, lifting into our first downward facing dog. Can either come from tabletop or plank position. Fingertips press into the mat. Sacrum reaches towards the sky, finding length, the back of the legs and the torso. I like to always come up onto my toes, allowing the heels to reach towards the sky to really find that length in the limbs of the body. The limbs of the body. I don't know, that just sounded a little funny to me. We'll gently walk to forward fold at the top of our mats. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale draws us up. Extended mountain, arms sweep overhead. Sinking the hips to chair pose. You can keep the feet hips width distance apart or bring the big toes to touch, thighs squeezing together, core engaged, heart lifts. And exhale to folds. Inhale draws us to halfway lift. Exhale to plant through the hands, stepping the right foot back. And we'll stepping the left foot back, coming to Anjaneyasana on the right. Left knee softens towards the earth, hips sink towards the mat. Can keep the hands on that thigh or reach them overhead. And we'll take our twist. Left hand softens to the earth. Right hand reaches towards the sky. Heart peels open to the right side of the space, pushing as much weight into that right foot as in the left hand will help disperse the energy from that left wrist. And we'll prepare for crescent warrior twist. Tucking those back toes under, gently lifting that back knee off the mat. Heart continues to peel open. Keeping that right knee stacked over that right ankle. Really rooting down through the feet, engaging through the core to gently lift a crescent warrior. Keeping the hips square to the front of the mat. Heart lifts towards the sky, maybe chin also lifts. Back heel lifted off the mat. And we'll gently step to mountain at the top of the mats. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale to forward folds. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to plant through the palms, this time stepping the right foot back to Anjaneyasana. Back knee softens to the earth. Hands stay on that left thigh or reach overhead. Ooh, out of breath. It's hard to do the yoga sequence and keep a steady voice. Ooh. Heavy breathing. Right hand will drop back to the earth. Anjaneyasana twist. Left hand reaches towards the sky. Goodness, words are hard right now. Heart peels open to the left side of the space. And we'll gently set up our crescent warrior twist, tucking those back toes under. Right knee gently lifts off the earth. Heart continues to open. Rooting down to help us lift a crescent warrior. Arms reach overhead. Feet about hips width distance apart from left to right onto railroad tracks. We'll gently let the hands come to frame that left foot, stepping back to plank pose, taking our vinyasa flow to downward facing dog. And we'll gently lower onto the belly, allowing the body to soften in towards the earth, bringing one cheek towards the mat, just letting everything go. And we'll prepare for our Shalabhasana or our locust pose. Hands reach towards the back of the earth, the back of the space. Lower body engaged, toes reach towards the back, engaging through the core on an inhale. Hearts and maybe feet lift off the mat. Gaze is just in front of their mat, shoulder blades drawing together. Exhale to release back to the earth, bringing the other cheek towards the mat, letting everything soften. And we'll prepare for one more back bend. I'm going to come into Sphinx pose. If you're following along, elbows stack under the shoulders, hands engaged, thinking about maybe drawing the front of your mat towards the back of the mat, pelvis pressing into the earth, glutes engaged, shoulder blades drawing down the back and squeezing together, allowing the heart to open. And we'll gently release back to the earth, pressing up to our tabletop position, taking a thread the needle pose on the left. Right hand comes underneath the face, left hand extends towards the sky. On exhale, threading through the opening, shoulder blade comes towards the earth. You can stay here or draw the right fingertips towards the front of the mats. Right hand will gently walk back in front of the face, untangling. Left hand reaches towards the sky. And we'll take this on the other side. Right hand reaches towards the top of the space. Exhale, threading through the opening. Hand can stay here in front of the face or walk towards the front of the mats. Gently coming out of the pose. Left hand plants, right hand reaches back towards the sky. Letting the right hand drop, and we'll shift our weight onto our glutes, taking a double-legged forward fold. Inhale to find length through the spine. Exhale to hinge from the hips, reaching towards the toes. Oof, pops in my back. Allowing the heart to melt in towards the thighs. You can also generously bend the knees, perhaps interlacing the arms underneath the knees, kind of giving yourself a big hug. Nice. Inhale gently draws us back up, and we'll take a wide-legged forward fold. Feet extend to opposite sides of the space. Inhale to find length, arms sweep overhead. Exhale to hinge from the hips, walking the hands forward, allowing the heart to melt in towards the earth, finding length in the spine. Inhale gently draws us back up, and we'll keep these the legs in the same position. Keep these same legs, yes. We want to keep the same legs. Keep the legs in the same position, taking a side body stretch over to the left. Left hand reaches towards the toes. Right hand reaches over towards the sky and then over to the left side of the space. I know I said this in another video, but I apologize. I am new to YouTube. I'm not sure if I am cueing right, if it's matching how it's showing to you, but I am learning. So we will do the other side, never fear. Allowing the breath to soften the body. Nice. Inhale draws us back to center, and we'll take it to the other side. Right hand reaches towards the toes, left hand reaches towards the sky, and then over to the right side of the space. I feel so open. I've done so many videos today. And we'll gently come back towards center, both feet reaching towards the front of our mat. And we'll come into a boat pose. I was a little hesitant about that. Boat isn't my favorite, but it's good. It's good for us. So you can either keep the toes on the earth or kind of keep your legs at this angle. I don't want to call it 90 degrees, but it's more of this obtuse angle where your shins are parallel to the mat, palms facing towards the sky. Your hands can also be behind you. If you want a little extra, you can extend both legs long. And we'll be here for 3. Heart shines forward for 2, for 1. And then slowly lowering on towards their back. Hugging our knees to our chest once we arrive. We'll take an inversion of our choice. I'm going to do feet up the wall pose. If you are joining along with me, both feet extend towards the sky. A block can feel really yummy under the sacrum. You kind of will find that sweet position where it feels comfortable on the lower back, allowing the blood to flow from the feet towards the hips. Maybe hands also reach towards the sky. And we'll gently release, removing any props, and we'll take a reclined figure 4 on the right. Right ankle crosses over the left thigh. You can stay here or interlace the hands behind the left thigh, drawing that right knee towards the top of the mat, opening up through the right hip. My shoulder, I kind of have short arms compared to the rest of my body. Or I guess I just have a long torso. So I kind of like to keep that left hand behind that left leg and gently press the right hip away, that right leg towards the front of the mat. Feels a little bit more comfortable in my shoulders than interlacing them both behind that left thigh. And we'll gently release. Taking this on the other side, left ankle crosses over the right thigh. You can stay here or lift the right foot off the earth. Coming into your version of reclined figure 4. And we'll gently release, making our way into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Just becoming aware of our breath, the rise and fall of the belly and chest. Allowing that breath to be a portal into the now, the moments, the current, present moments. Becoming aware of your body, that intelligence that allows the breath to be. If you have more time, I encourage you to pause the video to extend your Shavasana. If you're ready for your practice to be over, we'll come into the fetal position on our side, using an arm as a pillow for our head, knees drawn towards the chest. And this pose represents rebirth or new beginnings. So taking a moment to set an intention for how this moment can be a new beginning for you. We'll gently push up to a seated position. The last step of our practice is the dedication. So we'll draw our hands to heart center and imagine someone in our life who could benefit from the dedication of this practice. So perhaps someone who needs a little bit more energy, some light sent their way, someone you may be struggling with. So we'll dedicate our practice over an audible exhale, closing the eyes, first visualizing this individual as happy, healthy, and whole. Exhale to dedicate. Hands travel from prayer position in front of the hearts to the third eye center, and in gratitude for this practice and recognizing the light in each other, we bow and we say, Namaste. I'm pretty new to YouTube, so if you would hit that subscribe button, that would be tremendously helpful. Every view, every like counts, so share with your friends, share with your community, and thank you so much for watching. Namaste.